When the red rope appeared, the girl thought she had encountered a special high-paying client, but she never imagined this rope would mark the beginning of her nightmare. The moment the rope was placed around her, the girl felt her breathing constricted. She desperately shouted the safe word, and only then did the rope loosen slightly. When the girl regained consciousness, she found herself locked in an iron cage in a basement. Even more terrifying, there was another woman nearby with vacant, lifeless eyes. This woman had clearly been completely broken, having lost all will to resist. When the masked man handed her a razor, she obediently accepted it without any thought of harming him. The man's name was Clyde, ostensibly an insurance company employee. In reality, he was a serial killer who specifically hunted marginalized victims through the dark web. His methods were extraordinarily cruel. Through torture and psychological conditioning, he would break victims into submission, turning them into slaves, then record the entire process and upload it to the dark web for profit. Even more frightening was Clyde's cunning selection process. He deliberately targeted girls nobody cared about, women whose disappearances wouldn't prompt anyone to file missing person reports. To cover his tracks, Clyde even used AI technology to clone his victims' voices and create fake photos, fabricating the illusion that they had found true love and were traveling abroad. The new girl, Tia, desperately threatened that someone would come looking for her, but Clyde couldn't care less. He had already investigated and knew that Tia's friends and family would be relieved to have her out of their lives. As time passed, Tia watched helplessly as the previous girl was murdered. She swore she would rather die than become a slave. Meanwhile, the FBI had cracked a serial killer's hard drive and discovered the videos. Through facial recognition and social media tracking, they uncovered additional victims. They located one victim's sister, who revealed that her sister had met a photographer through social media before disappearing. This person had vanished without a trace after their meeting, clearly the killer. Through interrogating the girl's ex-boyfriend, a brutal truth emerged. Based on FBI profiling analysis, they quickly zeroed in on their target, insurance employee Clyde. That night, Clyde received word that the FBI was closing in. Panicking, he rushed to the basement, determined to eliminate his slaves and escape. Clyde opened the iron cage, but he never expected that Tia, pushed to her breaking point, would explode with incredible strength. She bit the knife from Clyde's hand, then delivered a fatal blow. She used the same rope that had once strangled her to wrap around Clyde's neck. When the FBI reached the basement, Clyde was barely alive. Furious, Tia delivered one final kick before turning away under police protection. However, Clyde smiled eerily. He would rather die than be arrested by police. Agent Green wanted to shoot to stop him, but regulations required waiting until a suspect posed a threat to others before opening fire. With Clyde's death, multiple missing women cases were finally solved. The deranged killer had been modeling himself after Voight, a criminal who had been diagnosed with amnesia.